Hey everybody, Joel Pal, Smokey Beardman. Uh, oh, sorry, couldn't help. Uh, I just want to say it's 2017, and some of you have already broken your resolutions. I know you have. You know you have. Yes, you, you. And it's like you couldn't even make it a week, could you? You already broke your resolution. I haven't. 'Cause I only made one resolution. My resolution was to only make one resolution this year. I'm pretty sure you're gonna keep mine. Smoking. You know what? Smoking's bad for you. Coffee probably isn't much better. But no, I want to go on the air today, and I want to tell you guys, and I'm pretty sure most of you heard me say this before, smoking's bad for you. I wish I had never started smoking. I've been trying to quit mm, since I was 15. Mm, man, my nose itches. Anyways, I've been trying to quit since I was 15. And I've had a really hard time of it. I mean, I've tried to quit so many times. Cold turkey, patches, gum, vaping, um, just quitting smoking's been one of the hardest things I've ever done. And I still haven't successfully done it, you know? And it's not that I don't try, because I have. Smokey has tried. It's just, it's something that grabs a hold of you and, won't let go. I've heard it akin to heroin, trying to quit heroin, the addiction of smoking. Now, I don't know how true that is. I have done it before, and I have done heroin before. Um, Never really got addicted to it. Thank God. I'm glad. I mean, I'm not gonna go into it. Anyways, I don't want to talk about that. Heroin's destroyed a lot of people's lives and destroyed the lives of people that are close to me. Were close to me, are close to me, however you want to put it. Heroin is bad. But smoking, I go to church when I can, you know, and I'm sure a lot of you who have gone to church have gone and you've seen people sitting in the back. Now, some of those people, they'll sit in the back because then they can get up, walk outside, sneak out, and have a cigarette mid sermon because they just can't wait that long. Good coffee. But, yeah. The things it does to your lungs. I mean, have you ever seen those pictures? Like, either in school or online, the blackened lungs. That's a scary thing to see. That's probably the color of my lungs by now. I've been smoking a long time. And my lungs are so beat up. I've done so much stupid stuff in my life. My lungs just aren't what they used to be. You know, anyone, think about it. Something so small and insignificant. That little thing has such a grasp on your life. It's like, you know? Jeez. How can something so stupid have such a big impact on your life? I mean, it drives you nuts if you really think about it. I mean, guys, come on. Seriously. We see, that's another thing smoking does to you. But come on, guys, like seriously, we spend so much time trying to make ourselves seem so big, strong, masculine, and yet something so small, something freaking small, this, right here, this, yeah, it's a cigarillo, cheap, but even a cigarette, a regular cigarette, or a rollie, roll your own, RYOs, have such, it makes me mad. These have such, I just, that's money. But no, they have such a grasp on our life. And you don't think about, but these things, they control our lives so badly. You know? How can something so small and brittle and destructive have such a grasp on our life? And we talk about, no, you shouldn't smoke. We talk about, oh, it's horrible for you. It's so expensive, over time, and how much money you would save every year if you didn't smoke. And how much better your health would be if you didn't smoke. You'd have energy, you'd have stamina, you would have all this and that and the other thing, da 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 da. But we're still lighting up. We still spark up that cigarette. And one thing that they really don't add to their calculations, they add up per pack, per carton. I've gone further. I've divided the pack down to the per cigarette. Now each brand or whatever, these here probably cost me about $7 a carton. Yeah, like I said, cheap. But I mean, you go big brands, the one that starts with an M. It's probably copyrighted, so I'm not going to say the name, but starts with an M. The one that starts with a C. There's ones that start with a P and an M. You know, I've gone down and I've seen how much they cost per cigarette. Uh, I've even gone up to see how much they cost per year. I've gone up to see how much I've spent in a lifetime, and it's a rough math because I've gone brand to brand to brand to brand, different forms and different types. But I've came up with the rough estimate of how much these things have cost me, and it is phenomenal. I could probably buy a pretty good used car for how much I've spent on cigarettes in my life. And I'm only 32. 32. I'm old. But no, if you think about it, it's a pointless act, too. You get upset, you gotta smoke. You eat, you gotta smoke. You have sex, you gotta smoke. You get in an argument, you gotta smoke. People gotta smoke when they're driving. People gotta. It's amazing how much control this thing has over our lives, and we let it. We go out of our way. It's like it's part of my budget. When we budget, I make sure we got all the necessities first. Gas, electricity, rent, blah 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 blah. But at the end, I gotta try and figure out how am I gonna buy my cigarettes because I gotta buy these little cheapos trying to save money, but I don't want to buy them. I really don't want to. I don't need to. I don't want to. And sometimes I do have to go without. Sometimes it's just not in the budget. When I don't have the money for it, I don't buy them. Or I buy whatever little I can, which might be, a couple packs that have to last me 2 weeks. Those are some hard weeks. But, yeah. I mean, I used to be able to run. I mean, run hard, long, fast. For a big guy, oh yeah, I was quick. But I can't do it anymore. I used to those little blow up things for kids. I blew one up for my baby brother one time. Did it in one breath. It's one breath. Big old thing. Blew up. One breath. And my little baby brother was amazed. You have any idea how long it'd take me to blow up one of those things now? I'd have to stop and have a cigarette halfway through. My nose is running a bit. That's probably why I was itching. But yeah, cigarettes make you sick. Bronchitis, asthma, emphysema, God knows what else. Just pneumonia. I mean, all these horrible things that smoking does to you. And, like, half the time you don't even realize it. You ever realize I've lit up inside public places and I didn't even realize I was lighting up? I mean, me and my friends, we'd be on our way outside to go smoke. And I'm sitting there waiting for them. I got my cigarette in hand, my lighter in the other one. I'm ready to light up as soon as I get outside. I'm sitting there watching them, waiting on them, just talking. And absent-mindedly, I'll pick up a cigarette and I'll light it, and see what I mean? Don't smoke. Don't smoke. Be honest, I'm over 300 pounds. I'm about 350. And the reason why I haven't really lost any weight is because I get so winded when I exercise. So I try and avoid it because my heart hurts, my lungs hurt, everything just, and this whole general area is just in so much pain. Moving for long periods of time, or heavy lifting, or running, or anything like that, it hurts and it's horrible. I hate it. You get lightheaded when you go for a short jog. When you gotta run outside your house, run to the car because it's raining, you gotta stop halfway to the car because you're winded. You've smoked too long, too much. Kids, teenagers, adults, old people, quit. Don't start. Quit. Don't. I don't care if you think it looks cool, because trust me, it might look cool when you're young, under 20 years old. You might think it makes you look cool, look adult. Wait till you get hooked on those things, and then you're coughing up black and yellow crap out of your friggin' lungs. You think you still look cool? How about when you're lying in bed for weeks on end because you just can't shake that lung infection, the bronchitis, the pneumonia, or whatever, and you're looking green and white and yellow and just nasty, laying there looking like crap, like you're dying because you smoke, because your lungs can't heal like they used to because of your smoking. Think you still look cool? How about when you get cancer and your hair starts falling out? You can't eat anything because you're vomiting. Everything tastes like garbage, and you feel like you're swallowing and throwing up broken glass. When you're on chemo, when you're lying in a hospital bed dying slowly, painfully, out of your mind, with your family and your friends standing next to you, some of them judging you because you brought it on yourself, some of them mourning you before you're dead because they're going to miss you and they know what's coming, and some of them just dumbstruck and in awe because they love you and you're dying. And to be honest, even if you are surrounded by friends and family at the time of your death, as a smoker, you're dying alone. You can be surrounded by all the people in the world. When you're dying of lung cancer, you're dying alone. Because if you smoked your whole life and brought on lung cancer yourself, you did this to yourself. No one did it to you. No one made you light up. You did it to yourself. And you will die alone. Because you did it to yourself. And it's sad. I'm not too happy because I'm probably going to do it myself. I'm probably going to die of lung cancer. And I can't blame anybody. And I will die alone. My wife will be by my bedside, crying, bawling. My family, my friends, they're probably going to be there, mourning me. I'll still be alive. They'll be mourning me. I'm going to die alone. I did it to myself. I don't know if I have cancer. I'm too scared to go check. I probably should, but I'm too scared to. I don't want to know. I probably won't go through chemo. I'd probably just let it happen because it's a scary thing. It's a scary thought. Dying. Do I accept it? Do I fight it? Regardless, it's because I smoke. You think you still look cool lighting up? You think you still look cool with that butt hanging out of your mouth? Breathing in that noxious poison and all those chemicals, some of which you have to have a license to handle. Some of those poisons are controlled by the government strictly, very strictly. And yet they're all packed into these cigarettes. And we light them up voluntarily, inhaling this stuff into our lungs, which aren't designed for this. Still think you look cool? Or do you think you look pretty damn stupid right now? With that cigarette hanging out of your mouth. I know I do. I wish I had never started smoking. I really wish I had never started smoking. I wish with every ounce of my being I had never started smoking. I wish I had the willpower to quit. But I fail. I'm not going to give up, so I'm not truly failing. I will try and keep quitting. And until I succeed, I won't give up. There might be a period of time in between my attempts to quit, but it doesn't mean I've given up. It just means that I'm trying to think of how I'm going to do this, trying to build up the willpower, build up the endurance to do it. I will quit eventually. I know I will. I believe it. Because I don't want to do this to myself. I don't want to do this to my family, my friends. I don't want them to be by my hospital bed while I'm lying or dying of something I did to myself, and neither should you. Yeah, I know this is pretty serious and pretty straightforward from Smokey. You're used to me trying to be jovial and trying to laugh, have a good time. But this is something that hits me directly. I wish I had never started smoking. And as cool as you may think you look right now, and as adult as you may think you look right now, and even if your friends are smoking, and you think, well, I was smoking, I'll be like my friends. Don't be like your friends. Be like you. Be you. Don't try and grow up so quick. Enjoy being a kid. Don't worry about what the cool crowd's doing. What's cool is being yourself. Do you. Just do you. Cool crowd will take care of themselves. Not caring what they're doing and doing what you want to do. That's cool. Don't look up to anybody who's doing something that can harm themselves. Because they're not cool. They may act like they're cool and they may act like, they're hot stuff. They're not. They're not cool. Because those are probably the same people I'm talking about right now. You. It's not cool to smoke. And it's not cool to get other people to smoke. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Sorry, touch music. We're all in this together. And if we don't help each other out, then we're in this alone. And nobody wants to be alone. Keep your beard clean, everybody. Have a good one.